TV. Your will, your choice.
You're most welcome to our program today, The Virtuous Mother. My name is Sylivia Arinda. I'm a parenting coach. I work with Inspirations and Insights Hub Limited. Yes, you're most welcome today. Hope you are doing well. If you're not well, we pray that God helps meets you at your point of need. And if you're well, we thank God for you. We are always here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. in our program, The Virtuous Mother, where we see how we can raise our children with purpose and values. How we learn, we discuss how we can raise our children to be responsible people in the society. So don't miss every Wednesday, we are here. So in our program, The Virtuous Mother, we give you those parenting tips, the parenting advice, the parenting guidelines you need to consider so that you raise your children to be better people in the society. And we are going to share about the importance of raising our children with morals, the importance of teaching children morals. If you want to be part of our show today, you can send me your views on 0705 232311, 0705 232311. This program is sponsored by Press Media Uganda, so if you are there, you can contact them for all the services. Today, before we talk about the importance of the morals, we want to first understand what are these morals? What are these morals that we want to teach our children? So, these morals are standards of behaviors that we would want our children to live by. They are the principles that help our children to differentiate between what is right and what is wrong. So, these morals are set by societies. Our different societies where we grew up from, they have their sets of morals which they consider. When you do something, then they know this is right, this is wrong. So morals are those sets of the standards of behaviors that our societies consider to be good. So we want to see these morals. What are the examples of these morals and how can we teach our children these morals? For example, telling the truth. Our children, most of the times, they tell lies because, especially when they've done mistakes, because they fear to be punished. So, as a parent, you have to make sure you create that environment where children, even if they make mistakes, they are free to admit their mistakes. Because it's not that every mistake is punishable, and when a child makes a mistake for the first time, you need to pardon them. Maybe they need to know what they were doing, so don't punish immediately. If you want them to speak the truth, then let them be free. Let them know that even if it's bad, yes, it is bad, you will not be happy, but let them know that they are free to tell you the truth. When they tell you the truth, you will not shout at them, you will not be very angry at them. If it's bad, you correct them and advise in a right way. And also, if you want to teach your children to speak the truth, also speak the truth when you're talking to them. If you know you're not going to fulfill something, don't promise them. If they ask for something which you're not willing to give them, don't promise them, I'll give it to you tomorrow, the other day, or I'll take you this, when you do this, I'll give this to you. No. If you know you're not going to fulfill your promises, don't promise them. So in such a way, you will teach them to speak the truth. Then also, our children need to learn how to respect others. We cannot all be the same, so children need to know that everyone needs their privacy, they have their boundaries, so they need to respect them. And also another form of respect can be in terms of greeting people. When you meet someone or someone comes home or you meet somewhere, greet someone. That is also something good to learn, for our children to learn. So in respecting, we can, if we want to teach our children how to respect people, we need to first respect our children. Because when we respect our children, they will understand that no matter the kind of person, whether the person is young, whether old, whether small or big, they deserve respect. Everyone deserves respect. So children need to be respected. If you want them to learn how to respect people, you need to respect them, because when you respect them, that is the first impression that shows them that yes, everyone deserves respect. And also, in respecting them, do it in the right way. For example, some parents, when you find the children have grown, maybe like they are like 16 years, you find a parent goes to the child's bedroom without knocking. So you need to respect in different ways. You can respect in terms of their privacy. As the child grows, they need their privacy. When they are very young, they are free. They are still young and they don't know much. But as they grow up, they need their privacy. Then also, you can respect them in terms of asking for permission if you need to use their property or you need them to help you. Yes, you are a parent and you have authority to command your child, but if you command, then it doesn't show respect. If you want your children to learn how to respect others, then request for the permission to use their things or for your help. If you say, kindly help me with this, it won't stop you from being a parent. So, if you want your children to learn how to respect people, you need to respect in your actions, you need to respect them, request for their permission. If you want to use something, if you need their help, ask for help, request for the help, don't command even when you are a parent. But then, you also need to teach them that as you're respecting others, you also need to respect yourselves. Because some people over-respect others and they forget about themselves. It is good to first respect yourself, because some people will not do what you want. Yes, some people will tell you to do things which are against your standards. The children need to know that, for example, if we are from a Christian family, then there are some things we are not supposed to do. So, even when you can respect someone's opinion, someone's views, then they need to first know their standards. Let them not be in a way of respecting people. Let those people not take advantage of them. Because if they only think about others without thinking about themselves, then they will find themselves making mistakes which they have not intended to do. So as they need to know that as they respect others, they also need to respect themselves. They respect themselves because they have to keep their image. They have a standard which they want to live by. So in order to live by that standard, they need to respect the boundaries, to respect what they're supposed to do or what they're not supposed to do. Then also, children need to learn to show gratitude. These days, most of the parents have made children assume they must have some things. Yes, they have a right to have basic needs, they have the right to have some things at home, but let them learn how to be grateful. If you do something, let them appreciate. Yes, let them say thank you. When you bring for them something, even a basic need which they're supposed to get, they need to say thank you. They need to show that they appreciate, because some people do not have even what they may think they don't have. And if you keep on not appreciating what you have, then you miss out on even what you don't have, because you don't know what will come tomorrow. You don't know. Some people may not be having what you have. So you need to teach your children to be grateful. And in that way, also, you as a person, they have to learn from you to be grateful. If your children do something, you also need to appreciate them. Say thank you. If, for example, if you've asked for their help and you've done something, say thank you for helping me. Thank you for doing this. So in that way, they will learn that when someone does something good, someone needs to appreciate. Or maybe they've performed well, they've done something you really like, say thank you. So in that way, they will learn how to be grateful in life. Then also, children need to learn how to treat others the way they wish to be treated. Most of the times, yes, we say we have to think about ourselves, but sometimes we end up being selfish. So we do things only thinking about ourselves without seeing what we need, which impact is it going to bring on other people. So our children also need to learn that what they are doing to others may hurt their feelings or may not be good. So as they try to do some things, they need to think about other people. How would they feel if they did the same to me? How would they feel? Would they be happy with it? So our children need to learn to do something which they would wish other people to do for them. So as you're teaching them, also as a parent, if they need to respect you. Also do the same. If you think they feel, let's say you need their help, you need to ask for their help, do the same, help them, so that those children can always learn that yes, what I'm doing for someone, I would wish them to do it to me. Yeah. So as we continue, like I want to remind you that we are talking about the importance of morals in our society, why we should teach our children morals in the society. But before we go into the importance, we want to first understand what are these morals that we need to teach our children, because we need to first go deep into those examples, the morals. So far we talked about telling the truth, respecting others, and so much more that we are still sharing. So as we raise our children, we need to see that they are responsible people. They need to learn these morals so that they can create, because these children are a generation. These children are tomorrow's generation. So we need to mentor them. We need to raise them to be the people who will mentor other people to come after them. Our children are the parents today, and they will be, they are our children today, but they will be parents tomorrow. So we need to keep on teaching them these morals, because as the technology improves, things are changing. What was working in the past does not work now. So we need to see how we can keep on teaching children our morals so that they don't run away. We need a society where people are still humans. We don't need a society where people have bad hearts. So in the process, we need to raise our children to make sure that they are better to be a powerful generation. Yes, you are still watching The Virtuous Mother with me, Sylivia Arinda, your parenting coach. And remember, it is sponsored by Press Media Uganda. And we are going to go for a short break. We will come back. Don't go away.
PTV, your will, your choice.
Welcome back from a short commercial break. Remember, you're still watching The Virtuous Mother with me, Sylivia Arinda, your parenting coach. Yes, we are talking about the importance of teaching morals to our children. Before we went for the commercial break, we gave you the examples of the morals that our children need to learn, and we are still continuing. We want to look at what do our children need to learn in order to be responsible people in the society, in order to be those kind of people you can see and say, yes, these people were raised. These people didn't just grow up, but were raised. And that's why we are here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. to discuss with you, to help you. We know these days most of the parents are working, so they don't have a lot of time with their children. So we are here to keep on reminding you about how you can raise your children with purpose and values. So remember, we are sponsored by Press Media Uganda, so always keep updated to always keep you at peace as you raise your children with purpose and values. So we want to look at the importance. Why do we need to teach the children morals? We need to teach morals because it builds the children's characters. Yeah, there are some children you can see when they've been raised and you see, yes, those people have good morals. Those people are better people. So we want that teaching your children morals helps you build their character. These morals act as a foundation for your children to decide what is wrong and what is right. Remember, we said morals are the principles of right or wrong. They are the standards of behaviors that the society sets, that people can determine what is right and what is wrong. So when you teach your children these morals, they will know that yes, when I do this, I'll do what is right. So it will build their character. They will not need you to always be there to see them, to watch them. Even when they are alone and you're not there, they can easily know that yes, they have those guidelines to show them that yes, this one is right, this one is wrong. So when you teach your children morals, it builds their character. It builds their character. They keep on knowing what is right and what is wrong. Then also, as you build their character, they grow up to be better people, as better adults. Yes, because we look at, when they say it is better to build a child than to repair a broken adult. So when you teach your children morals at a young age, you are making a foundation where the child will build to be a better adult. Yes, that foundation is important, because it is better to change a person when he or she is still young than to change a person who has grown up. And if something starts when a child is young, it becomes part of them. That's why they tell you that there are some things you can't change in a person, because from childhood they grew up seeing or doing those things. So when a child learns those morals when they are young, it is rare for them to run away. Even the Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from it. So when you teach your morals to children, your morals when they are still young, even when they grow up, they may not run away from those morals. Wherever they will be, they will keep on remembering, yes, this is what my parent used to tell me, this is what my guardian used to tell me. So they will not run away from those morals. And also, it will help us to change now our society, because everyone's desire would be to have a generation which is better than our generation. If we want to see our world change, we need to make sure our generations become better than the generations after. Those who were before us were lucky that the children were raised by the whole society. But we are in a generation where people have to raise their own children, because we no longer send our children to those parents, the grandparents, or those relatives, or even the people in the society who would see that, so and so's child is not behaving well, so I need to correct them. We are in a generation where everyone has to be concerned with their children. Yes, because this generation, people are busy, so no one is there to watch your child, what they are doing. And even if they see, most of the time, because of the change in the human rights, the children's rights, some people don't want to go that step to enter into people's lives. So if you are a parent, you need to be the one to mind so much about your child. So if you teach your children morals, it will help us to change our society and have a society of better people. Also, teaching our children those good morals, it helps us to preserve our cultures. For example, there are cultures, we have cultures where people have to kneel down. When you're greeting a mature person, you have to kneel down. So if you want those cultures to remain, then you have to teach children so that they continue proceeding, taking ahead those morals. Otherwise, you find your cultures have been deteriorated because you are not teaching children. Because if you want it to continue, then it has to start with the children, so that they also grow up and teach their children and teach their children. But if the children are not taught, then there's no way how they are going to teach their children. So we need to keep on teaching our children these morals so that we can preserve the morals. Then also, these morals, when children have learned these morals, they will learn that people are not the same. So they will learn to respect people's differences. Sometimes we are judging, some people judge because of the tribes, because of the color, because of the backgrounds, whether someone is rich or poor. So when children have been taught morals, they will understand that we are never the same. We have different sizes, we have different colors, we come from different backgrounds, so we cannot be the same. So a child who has been taught morals will learn how to respect the differences. They will understand that the way they do their things is not the same way how others do their things. So we need to teach our children these morals, because we need that in the society. We can't be the same, we can't be from the same background, we can't speak the same languages. So, and if you want your children to keep on with that, you don't have to separate, because some people judge religions, they judge colors, they judge tribes. So you don't need to do that when your children are seeing you. Actually, you don't need to do it at all, because you want your children to transfer the same. So as you teach them those morals, yes, they will know how to respect people's differences. Then also there will be good leaders and followers in the society, because in a society we need people who can direct others, we need people who can shape others. So as we raise our children with morals, when they grow up, they will also know how to shape others, how to be leaders in the society. They will know how to, as they learn how to differentiate between right and wrong, then they will learn how to get solutions to problems. In a society, things cannot always be okay, they cannot always be right, but we need people who will be guiding others. As morals teach children to differentiate between right and wrong, they also learn how to get solutions. They will know the right punishments, the right ways to handle people, because they have been raised. They have those morals. They respect others. They always speak the truth, because we would want justice in our societies. We don't want people who will tell lies and they speak evil against others. So if we want to see all these things happen, we need to raise our children with morals. So these morals are so much important, because they shape our children to be the kind of people we want them to be. So as we continue, yes, we are still seeing the importance of morals, of teaching our children morals. It is also important that as we teach our children good morals, they will get direction in life. When you say, for example, when children learn to help to respect others and do to others what they would wish them to do, someone can do to them, they will know the direction in life. We all know that we came into the world to do different things. So if we teach our children to do to others what they wish them to do, then they will get direction in life. They will know that they are supposed to do well with people, and in the process they will discover their purpose in life, because we are here to help each other. So when children learn that they are supposed to do well to others, what they wish others to do for them, they will also start doing well. They will start treating people well. They will start doing other things which will make people have better lives. In that way, they will discover their purpose in life. So, as we conclude, I want us to look at the societies where we come from, and we see what is going on. What can we change? Yes, some things have already gone wrong, but there's a possibility that we can change them. We can start where we are, and we change, and we improve on our society. We teach our children morals. We don't leave our children to be taught by the internet, because internet has different things. Some things are against our cultures, and other things are against our morals. So we need to teach our children ourselves as parents, and it is our responsibilities as parents to teach our children. Yes, time is always not enough, but we know we are going to keep on discussing. Yes, if you have any questions, you can send them to me on WhatsApp on 0705 232311. We shall look into the questions, and in the coming programs we shall be discussing them. Yes, and also if you want to follow me, I'm on social media platforms. You can find me on Facebook at Arinda Sylivia. I use Arinda Sylivia on Twitter and on Instagram, and then on LinkedIn I use Sylivia Arinda. Thank you so much for watching today. Remember, I'm always here. We are always here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. at PTV. With me, Sylivia Arinda. This program is sponsored by Press Media Uganda, and if you want to contact them, you can see their numbers are shown on the screen. You can contact them, and they help you. They do production, they train production, they also train presenting, So if you need any other services, videography and all other services, you can contact them. Their contacts they are shown there on your screen. Yes, thank you so much for being good viewers today. Let's keep on following. Let's keep on discussing. If you have any questions, you can send them. Thank you so much. See you next time.
PTV, your will, your choice.